Hey, if you've ever felt a bit lost in the world of Buddhist chanting, you are definitely not alone. I mean, there are so many different phrases and practices, right? Well, today, we're going to cut through all that confusion. We're going to discover a practice that's less about ritual and way more about building a truly unshakable refuge right inside yourself.
You've probably heard these words before, haven't you? Iti piso, the mantra Buddho, or Buddham Saranam Gacchami. For the longest time, I kind of thought they were all just different ways of doing the same thing. But it turns out, it's not that simple. And understanding the difference, well, that's where the real power is.
So, here's our game plan. First, we'll get super clear on what these chants actually are. Then, we're going to talk about the huge difference between just saying you'll do something and actually doing it. After that, we'll dive into a specific practice called the Triple Gem Recollection. I'll show you exactly how it's done, and we'll see why the ultimate goal is building that amazing, unshakable inner refuge. All right, let's jump right in and start sorting these out. It is so easy to get them all jumbled up, but trust me, each one has a very specific job to do.
Okay, check this out. This breakdown was a total aha moment for me. See, Iti Sopazo is all about praise and feeling that devotion. The Buddho mantra, that's your tool for focus, for calming the mind. And that famous Gacchami chant, that's you planting your flag in the ground, making a formal declaration. They all have their place, but they are not the same thing.
So the big takeaway here is that these are not interchangeable. It's kind of like having a toolbox, right? You wouldn't use a hammer to saw a piece of wood. Each of these practices has a unique purpose. And knowing which tool to use and when, that's where the practice starts to get really deep. And that brings us to a really critical point. This is the difference between declaring something and truly recollecting it. Honestly, this is where the practice goes from being just words to something that can actually change you. You know, there's this powerful idea in the teachings. When we say Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, we are announcing an intention. We're literally saying, I will go for refuge. But just saying the words isn't the same as actually, going. I absolutely love this analogy. Declaring refuge, it's like putting on your gym clothes and telling everyone, I'm going to work out, which is a great first step. But actively recollecting, that's you at the gym, lifting the weights, doing the real work that actually builds your strength. One is just the intention, but the other, that's the transformation. So how do we get to the gym? How do we start lifting the weights? Well, that's where this beautiful practice of the Triple Gem Recollection comes in. This is the practice of true connection. In Pali, this practice is called Puttho Mena Tho. It's specifically designed to bridge that gap between just saying the words and actually doing the work. This is the method for mindfully and seriously connecting the qualities of the Triple Gem, the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, directly with your own heart. This is how we actually take refuge. And the why behind this is just so profound, especially in our crazy world. The whole point is to build a refuge that isn't dependent on anything outside of you. It's not a building, it's not a book, it's not another person. It's a permanent, internal, safe harbor that you can access anytime, anywhere, because you've built it right inside yourself. All right, so you're probably wondering, how do I actually do this? Let's get really practical and walk through the 3 simple steps to building this inner refuge.
The practice itself is so elegant and simple. It's all built around these 3 phrases. Each one is a step, a mindful act of recollection that connects one part of the Triple Gem directly to your heart. So let's break each one down. First up, Puttho Mena Tho. This means, Buddha is my noblest refuge. But here's the key. We're not just thinking about a historical person. We're connecting our heart with the quality of supreme wisdom, that clear, awake part of us that can see things exactly as they are.
Next, we have Dhammo Mena Tho. Dhamma is my noblest refuge. With this one, you're aligning yourself with the law of nature, the fundamental truth of how things work. You're connecting with the path itself, the 4 noble truths that show us the way out of all suffering. And finally, Sangho Mena Tho. Sangha is my noblest refuge. This step connects you to virtue in action. It's a way of remembering and connecting with the community of everyone who actually walks this path, who puts this wisdom into practice, and who finds that freedom for themselves. Okay, so you do this practice. What's the result? What's the ultimate payoff? Well, in this last part, we're going to see what this practice truly builds, a completely unshakable inner refuge. Let's be real. We all seek refuge in things, in our relationships, our jobs, our accomplishments.
But all those external things, they're kind of like sandcastles. They're temporary, they're conditional, they can change or just wash away. An internal refuge, though, that's like a deeply rooted oak tree. It's permanent, it's sustainable, and it's always there because you grew it yourself, right in your own heart.
So what this all boils down to is that this simple practice is the tool for building that refuge. It's what forges that living, breathing connection between your heart and the timeless qualities of wisdom, truth, and virtue. This is how you build a shelter that can truly weather any storm life throws at you.
You know, we so often think of refuge as something we need to find out there, some perfect place or some perfect person. This practice just completely flips that idea on its head. It teaches us that the most secure, the most reliable, the most profound refuge isn't something you ever find. It's something you actively, mindfully cultivate, moment by moment, within yourself.
So I'll leave you with a question to carry with you. As you go about your day, just notice, when things get tough, when you feel stressed or lost, where do you turn? What is your most reliable refuge? Really think about it.